Hey world, it's Alisha and you're tuned into my guide. You're not going to see my face other than in this frame in this video because this is a how I edit my videos. It was hella awkward, let me just say that up front, while I was editing this because half the times I was looking at this red tracker that you see moving along and I was like, am I supposed to cut here? I don't know what I'm doing. And it kind of threw me off halfway through because I was like, dang, I do so much. I didn't realize it until watching this that being legally blind makes this 10 times harder. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and please subscribe. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips and tricks for your editing as well and just show you what I do. So the number one thing that I do, especially because I'm visually impaired, is I use the keyboard shortcuts. So as you're seeing me trail through my clips here and cut things, I'm not actually going to file and then picking blade or whatever. I'm going to use my shortcut key, which in this case is Command B, to cut and splice my clips. There's an even shorter, cuttier way of doing this, and that would be to highlight both your video and audio files at the same time and then blade cut them. But I didn't know that until after making this video, so I do that going forward. As you can see, I kind of replay over the same parts. I'm zooming in a lot, and it just comes with the territory because I want to make sure that I'm very accurate with what I do so that I'm producing good quality for you guys. We zoom out yet again, and we're just trailing through the clip, making sure that they are cut at the right places and pretty uniform. I'm seeing that the color is not quite right, so I'm going to my color board on the right-hand side, and I'm changing my exposure. I'm trying to match it up to the previous clip before. And the best way of doing this and making it perfectly accurate is to take the numbers from the clip that you're trying to match, which you'll see here, and then just inputting them. So I'm trying to memorize all three of these numbers and then input them so that they match up to the second clip here. To add an audio, because I use a lavalier attached to my iPhone, I will input a secondary audio that I have to match up. It takes a little bit of work and I zoom in a lot to make sure that this is accurate because otherwise my lips will be moving and the words won't be coming out of my mouth that match it. So I make sure that they match up, and when they do, I blade them. Now that that is done, I'm going to cut off the excess. I'm going to import my last video and I'm going to change it to 40% because that is the size that I need for it to fit in the end credits video. So we're just going to exit out of this. Oh, we're changing the lightness again because it wasn't bright in that video either. And then 40%. We're going to cut off the excess so that it's not poking through before it's time or after it's time. And then I'm just going to cut some parts of this clip so that it's not one boring continuous end credit. And that's that. I look at transitions kind of like punctuation. So I'm just going to throw in the transitions where I feel like I need to separate a thought. Now for the fun part, adding in text. I love adding in animated text. I get all of my animated text from Pixel Film Studios. If you guys haven't heard of it, you need to go to that website right now and check it out. It's amazing. They have so many plugins, overlays, and animated text. If you ever see somebody else's video and you wonder how they did it, it's probably Pixel Film Studios. So I'm just going in with one of my favorite type of text overlays, and I'm adding in the information for the makeup I'm talking about. And of course, because I'm filming this for you guys, there had to be a glitch. There isn't usually, but as you can see, the text is way larger, and even though I'm trying to scale it down and play around with it, it's not quite fitting into the blocks. So I'm going to space it out and try to figure it out, and you see, if you've seen that video, that it all works out in the end. In with some more text, but this is a different kind. This one is accents. I bought this one almost a year ago and I've been getting more use out of it recently because I really like how it comes in and goes out. Here comes the music, which I get from FMA. I always put my music credit in the information box. So if you're looking for a tune like mine, a similar vibe, you can always check out there to get the details. What I'm going to do is cut it again, match it up to where my title card comes in, and then I'm going to fade it in so that when my music fades out as I speak, it's not just like dun 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 dun. It comes in a little more subtle, you know, more sleek. Here I'm entering a value that I think will be low enough to not be too loud as background music. Here I'm adding in a picture to show you how I animate my visuals. What I'm going to do is memorize these numbers seen here, and then I'm going to press the keyframe and enter a number that I think will make it go away, which it didn't. So now I'm going to enter an even larger number to make it get out of the frame. Success! And then I'm going to pull the keyframe forward, then add it again, and put in the coordinates that I originally had so that it sits exactly where it was before. Now, as you can see, there's a red arrow pointing to the direction of the way this visual will slide in. And that gives it just something more than just popping in, you know what I mean? So that's done. I'm gonna add in some text underneath to say what my handle is. If you guys wanna follow me on Instagram or anywhere else, it's alishainc. So I'm just saying follow me with a heart, I think, and then I'm changing it using the color wheel because I love color. I feel like it just looks nicer when it kind of matches the Instagram theme. Timing it so that the text comes in at the same time. That is how I edit. I finish up by pressing file, then share. I choose YouTube. It goes to you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, love and later.